We are going to be walking through how you can make use of custom Lambda layers. And the reason why you need Lambda layers is for when you want to import external modules into your Lambda function. So in this video, I'm going to be walking through the entire process of defining a Lambda function and then importing a external dependency like the requests module so we can actually use it. So I'm in the AWS console right now, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on create function here, and I'm going to author it from scratch. I'm going to give this thing a name. We'll call this a layer demo, and the runtime will give this thing Python 3.11, and I'm not going to change anything here, and I'm going to click on create function. Okay, so now that we've got our Lambda function created, I'm going to go to the code source editor right here, and I'm going to paste in a snippet that I have, and we're going to see that basically what this thing is doing is it's importing the requests package in Python, and it's going to create an object, and it's going to try to use it. And so when I deploy these changes and I go to test it, I'm going to give this event a name, just call it hello world. We'll save it. Now when I run this test, we're going to see that it's erroring out on us, telling us that it can't import this module because there's no module named requests for our Lambda function. So this is where we're going to make use of a custom Lambda layer in order to provide that external module. So I'm going to open up terminal right now, and I'm going to change directory to my documents. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically create locally the dependency, the requests module, and I'm going to zip it and upload it. So I'm going to run this command. I'll provide these commands to you guys. We're just going to create a directory, change directory into that, and I'm going to create a directory structure inside of this. And then I'm going to run this command, nano requirements.txt. So basically inside of our directory, we're going to be defining the requirements. In our case, it's just the requests module. If you had other ones, you could put those in right now, but I'm just going to leave it at requests. And also in terms of how you architect your Lambda functions, typically for the sake of version controlling all of your dependencies, like if you're importing numpy and scipy and matplotlib, you've just got all these different ones typically, and you can make counter arguments for and against these things, but you have separate layers for each one. So you want your one layer to have one package in it. So that way you can appropriately version all of them separately. But it's neither here nor there. So we're just going to import the requests. You're going to press Control O in Nano to actually save this file. And then you're going to press Control X to exit. And if you run the command cat and then requirements.txt, you can see that we did successfully modify requirements.txt to have our requests module referenced inside of it. I'm going to run this command next. And something I want to call out here is in these commands, you can specify the exact version of Python that you're using. So, if you're using Python 3.10, 3.8, 3.9, whatever, you can do the same thing in pip where you're saying specifically for Python 3.11 here, I want to install the dependencies, in this case, requests for Python 3.11, because within Python versions, you can get conflicts and break your code. So, our runtime environment for our Lambda function is 3.11, and we're also telling pip that it should use 3.11 when it is installing these dependencies. So I'm just going to run this right here. It's going to go through the process of downloading everything. And I went through pretty quickly. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to change directory, and then we're going to zip this. We're going to zip this guy, and then I'm going to list it. So now we've got our lambda-layer.zip. So we've successfully zipped everything. And now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to run pwd to just see where we're at right now. So we've successfully locally created our lambda-layer.zip, and now we got to get it to AWS so we can import it into our Lambda function. So I'm going to move this aside, and we're going to open up the Lambda dashboard, and we're going to go to layers, and I'm going to, again, click on create layer, and we're going to give this thing a name. So in our case, this is the requests module, so I'll just call this the requests layer. And I'm going to upload it locally from a zip file, and then we're going to go to my documents folder, my lambda layer, and then inside of here we had that lambda-layer.zip file that we just created. So we're going to click on open, and now we're just going to select the compatible runtimes. In my case, this is for Python 3.11, and then we're going to click on create. We're going to give this thing a moment. All right, so now that we've successfully uploaded and created our Lambda layer with that zip file, I'm going to go back to the Lambda function here. We're going to open up that layer demo function that we just made, and now I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to view this layers section. I'm going to click on add a layer, and I'm going to select from those custom layers, and we've got that one layer that we just made right here, and then the version, we're going to specify it. We only have one right now, and then we're going to click on add. Okay, so now we've successfully associated this Lambda layer with our Lambda function. So now in theory, when we go to test this, it's going to be able to find those requests, the requests module. So when I click on test, you can see that we're now successfully invoking the external dependency from our Lambda function, and it's getting us a response. So that is how you can make use of these Lambda functions. And then one thing to call out in terms of how to be financially responsible with your account afterwards is if you're not using Lambda layers, I do recommend that you get rid of them because they can take up storage and AWS will charge you for those storage. So even though you might not ever be calling your Lambda function, the fact that you've got this external module living inside of AWS is something that they can potentially bill you for. So just, as good practice, when you're done with all this stuff, go back to your layers, and we should see our layers show up in here. Right here. Just make sure that you're going to delete this if you're not going to use it again. So that's how you clean things up. And thank you all for watching. Hope this is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you.